Hello, I'm trying to get this turned around where I can see it. This is my new Martin backpacker guitar. Probably see the name Martin right there on it. That doesn't mean it's expensive. Martin guitar. It's only a $150 guitar. I'm gonna make a basic guitar instruction video, a really basic one, and then I'm going to do chords to Freebird and how to play the chords. So here it is. But the first thing I'm going to teach is when you're holding the guitar, you want to hold it on your lap unless you have a strap. This has a strap, goes around my neck, and you get the as comfortable a position as you can. A lot of times use a chair that does not have arm rest. If it does, you got to sit up in the chair like that. Also, when you're holding the pick, hold the pick like this. You see the point? You just fold you curl your finger, and you just lay your thumb straight across the pick with the tip of the pick sticking out to the side. That would be a real good way. Like this, with two fingers like this, is the wrong way to hold a pick. That's incorrect. If you do it this way, when you get a little more down the road towards intermediate, better beginner and intermediate player, you can pluck the other strings, do some other picking with these fingers. Okay, and having a tuner like this, this is a Chord bass tuner. Make sure when you get the tuner that you have it on guitar instead of bass, because it would tune your bottom two strings wrong. It would tune the top four correct, but the bottom two, it will not show up correctly. Now this is the guitar. It doesn't sound as good as my other guitar. It's another thing I want to teach you. When you get a guitar, make sure that it's cost at least $100 to $200. That's the cheapest you want to go, unless you just find one in a pawn shop a little cheaper. I don't know, 70 bucks. I don't know, but I've never found any cheap anywhere that are guaranteed. So I'd go to a regular guitar shop, like Guitar Center, or a place that your family's used to going to, and have a guitar person help you pick a guitar that the strings are a little closer to the fretboard than sticking way off there. That's going to make you press down too far and hurt your fingers and make you just keep you from playing, not wanting to play because your fingers hurt. Your fingers hurt. In a couple weeks time, you know, just back off here and there until your fingers feel better, and come back to it, and then in a couple weeks time your tips have become hard, calloused, so that it'd be easier for you to play them. At first you may want to use a capo. That'll help a little bit, but you want to stay up here. There's the capo. There's the kind of capo for you to get. It's a Kaiser capo, and it's really easy to put on there real fast. That's the kind you want. It does change the pitch of the chords that you're playing. It changes the key. I've got this on the 2nd fret, and I'm in a G position, G chord position, so that since I'm down 2 positions, 2 frets, that makes me in the key of A. So it changes you from G to the key of A. So that's another lesson. But anyway, Here at the bottom you'll see a saddle right here, this white piece that does come out, and if your strings are setting up too high right here, you can take this out, make a line mark across of it with a fine point marker, and sand that down to the mark that you make. You know, you want to measure it right here. If it's way off, you know, of course you want to sand it down different sizes. But anyway, this you can buy these for a couple bucks to $5 at the guitar shop or online. I would buy anything online. Probably get it for $1 online. And as far as the nut up here, if your strings are hard to press down up here, you need to take to the guitar shop and have them sand down these lines. They can do it a lot better. They got the instruments to do it with. So it should only cost you a few bucks, 20 bucks or whatever. Tell them you want the action lowered on the guitar as far as you can get it without the frets buzzing. Okay. Now if there's anything else that you need to know, go ahead and leave a comment and likes on here. And I'm going to take this capo off because I don't usually play with a capo. I'm going to make a video later of playing with a capo in church. It's called church capoing video. So anyway, these are the chords to Freebird, which is Brandon is wanting me to teach him that song, which I'll take requests on teaching different songs, as long as it is not too new or rock and roll. If it's old rock and roll or gospel mainly, I'll go ahead and put a video up on that. So here it is. It's the key of G chord. I mean, it's in the key of G, and this is your root chord, which is G. So 3rd fret. These are frets. So 1, 2, 3. You start at the 3rd fret. Put your finger, middle finger, on the top E string, which is the low E string, and you. The way I teach is chord is to put your ring finger down on the 2nd string, 3rd fret, also. And if you can, put your little finger down on the little E string, the skinny E string at the bottom of the same fret. So, and then you can just let this and just hang out. If you want to make a full chord, you can put it on the 2nd string from the top, which is the 5th string, I'm sorry, and it's the A string, and you put it on the 2nd fret. And then the next chord to the song is D, and that is 2nd index finger on the 3rd string, 2nd fret, middle finger, 1st string, 2nd fret, and the ring finger on the 2nd string, 3rd fret. And this is how it looks. Now, if you can't make that, it's hard to make that, you want to take your middle finger off and kind of relax it and let it hang out. You can do that too. It sounds pretty good like that. In this song, there is a part that where you do that in the song, okay? And then you go back to G. I'm going to say G to D, and then there's the E minor. Some people do it like this. It's the 5th string and the 4th string on the 2nd fret. I use these fingers. Some people use these fingers. And so, if I leave here tomorrow, stay on E minor a little longer than most of the other chords. then you go to C. So in the C, you would the second string, first fret, the second fret, middle finger on the fourth string, and the ring finger on the fifth string, third fret. This is how it looks. Okay. Wait a minute. It goes. If I leave here tomorrow. I'm sorry that you would make the F chord before you make that C. So the F chord, you can take, mash the two first and second string down on the first and second fret, and put your middle finger on the third string and your ring finger on the fourth string, third fret. And this is how this looks. Then you go to C chords next. Not very much movement. So, if I leave here tomorrow, would you still remember me? You stay on the D a little while. And that's the whole chord progression. I must be traveling on now. There's too many places I have to be. I always hit that string, top string, 2 times, and then the third time I hammered it on. I'm as free as a bird now, and this bird you'll never change. Which brings me to the next part of the song. You do a couple chord progressions like that, I think 4, and then this chord progression goes, oh no, I can't change. That'd be the F chord, and the C chord, and the D chord. That's the only 3 chords in each part. You can do that twice. Oh no, I can't change. In the third part of the song, there is a change in the chord progression, and it is the G chord. And what I do is use the power chord, put my first finger here, the index finger, on the top 2 strings, and I put my ring finger on the second string, 5th fret. Oh, try to get my middle finger out of the way. There we go. And then you go, that's G, and then you want to go to B flat. So B flat is right here. And then C. So it's so anyway, the G power chord is at the 3rd fret, the 5th fret. Try to move my finger. 3rd and 5th, and then you go down to B flat. It would be the 6th and the 8th fret, and then move down one more. Not one more. Move down 2 more for the C. So that would be the 7th the 8th and the 10th fret. So like it. I take my middle finger and wrap around my first finger, index finger here, so I press it down harder. So anyway, it's the 3rd and 6th and the 8th. And that's basically the song. And I can't think of anything else right now, but the way you hold your pick is very important. The way you hold your guitar, you know, if you're standing up, of course you need a strap. You need to be comfortable, and you need to play your guitar at least 10 minutes every day, outside of resting your fingers when you first get started. But other than that, this is the basic guitar course #1.